Hello everyone and welcome to our last video in the Utopia series.
Oh, hello ship.
So this is our ship roundup of our cruise on Utopia of the Seas back in September or October?
September.
I gotta admit, we're quite a few months down the line.
It's now February.
It's now February. We took a while to film this, we've been a bit busy. So, we're going to start. So, when we got on the ship, we felt like it was home. That was my exact words on the video. This feels like home. It was an Oasis class. It's what we know, what we like. And it just felt...
Yeah, I think in respect of the Oasis class, because when you get on, yes, you're in the middle of the promenade and everything like that. Because of the way that Icon was compared to Utopia, when you get on Utopia, even though Icon is grander and really big, Utopia for us was just a little bit more stroke our ego, nice, knew where we were going, that kind of element. It wasn't any more impressive, don't get me wrong, but it was just something we knew, so that made it feel, yeah, as Scott said, home straight up.
Yeah, but we did go on the ship a bit different than we've ever done on any other ship. So to go on, we had to walk all the way down the side, in the bottom, and then up the promenade. Where normally on an Oasis class ship, you come in opposite the shop. You know, we come in right in front of the car, don't you? You know, we come in from the middle of the promenade. This time we didn't. We had to walk all the way, because I think it was the way it was docked in Port Canaveral. We had to walk all the way down to the end to walk all the way back. So when we got off the ship, we walked down the middle.
Do you mean from the terminal? Yes, sorry. I was thinking we didn't walk down the ship. But he means the ramps going onto the ship.
Yeah.
You had to go all the way down instead of going straight forward.
Yeah, and then we walked all the way down the side of the ship to the bottom of the promenade, back in and back up. You can't remember, it's fine. So, next part of this, our room was lovely.
Same room really as we had on Icon of the Seas.
So if you haven't guessed, we had just stayed on Icon before we stayed on Utopia, so there's going to be a lot of comparison with Icon of the Seas. But it was another forward-facing balcony.
Ocean view.
Ocean view. Ocean view.
It was a forward-facing ocean view at the front of the ship, overlooking what is the helipad, or just beneath the captain's bit, the bridge.
The bridge. So this one was different. It had the blind, which I loved. It had a sofa to sit back from the window, because you couldn't actually sit in the window with this one. It was too much of a slant.
We had a chair, a single chair.
It was a little chaise lounge, I would say.
Okay.
But it was a nice room. There was plenty of storage. It was the normal corner shower, if I remember right. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the Icon class is the new square one with the seat in it.
Yes. But it was comfortable, it was perfectly fine, and it wasn't too far from the lifts either.
No.
All the time.
It was, because the banks of lifts on the Oasis class are still different to, even though they've got the destination elevators in them, the banks of lifts are in the old spaces rather than on the new Icon class ship. They're in the new locations. It was closer for us.
They're front and
in
back.
that respect.
Forward and aft.
Forward, middle and back in Oasis, whereas you've got...
Was there a middle one,
I think so, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that. I thought it was just the two, forward and aft. Anyway, it was still not that far from the lift. What should we start with then? Should we start with dining?
Yeah, let's start with dining, because I think that's the biggest thing on this cruise ship, was the introduction of...
Food?
Royal Whale.
Oh. I thought they've always had food. The introduction of the Royal Railway, which is... Royal Railway, I can't say it.
The Royal Railway.
Which is a extra charge, interactive, immersive experience. But we'll get onto that in a minute. We'll start with the free stuff first.
Okay.
So we didn't really use the main dining room. Did we use it at all, actually?
Yeah, I think we did once.
Because we'd just been on Icon, it was exactly the same menus. We'd just done all that food, so we didn't really want to go to there
Yeah,
again.
so Royal have introduced a rolling 2-week thing. Unfortunately, how it fell was we had week 1 on Icon, and then we were on week 1 on Utopia. So it was identical.
Yeah.
Had we have got then fallen onto Utopia on a different week in their thing, it would have been different food. So don't let that put you off doing a back-to-back, because usually it would work.
And also there was enough choices that we didn't need to go to the main dining room.
No.
Because we went to Windjammer every day almost, apart from we did speciality and that one time in the main dining room. Because I can't even remember where our table was in the main dining room.
Oh, yeah, once.
Yeah, I can't remember it. It's that kind of thing. But Windjammer was great. You had the horseshoe, I would call it, and then there was a little bridge in the middle where there was a bit of seating in there. Plenty of seats for everybody. Funny enough, in Utopia they've introduced a new entrance down by the golf and kids play area bit, which was always closed. They made this big thing about, you can come in from the back of the ship straight into Windjammer.
Yeah, they did that on Wonder, didn't they? They first introduced that on Wonder.
Did that? No, I didn't think it was there.
Yeah, they did first introduce that on
Wonder. Okay. I didn't realise it was on Wonder. I thought they made this big deal out of Utopia saying it was brand new, come in from the play area, because they had the little thing down the outside. But anyway, it was always closed, so I'm guessing it's something they got rid of, or they're looking to get rid of for future classes of that ship. But there's plenty of food, plenty of options.
There's a brilliant food truck at the poolside.
Oh, we're going to poolside already? Okay.
Sorry, it's food.
We're Windjammer.
Food.
So outside Windjammer there is the food truck, which is the grab and go.
Down on pool deck.
On the pool deck, which is straight out and around the corner. It did the tornadoes things.
Like burrito kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just easy grab and go.
Yeah, you didn't need to get changed for it. You just went to it, you grabbed it and went away. It had did it have a drink station there?
Yeah. And the bonnet of the van was a wash station.
There we are.
That was the good thing. So you could wash your hands, because usually when you've got things at poolside, there's not really anywhere to wash your hands.
No.
So we're always a little bit tentative.
So that was another good option to go and grab. You had
El Loco Fresh.
Yes. We used that once this time, and that was the first day we got there, I believe.
Because we used it so many times before.
Yes.
This was a 4-day cruise, by the way. That was all.
It's very short.
Very quick.
We had a lot, as you may have seen by the videos, we had a lot crammed in. So we kind of skipped things we knew. We did the new stuff to make sure we got enough for us and for you guys on this video. There was, for new bits, free bits, that's it I think. We've got Johnny Rockets downstairs. For those of you that don't know, Johnny Rockets breakfast is complimentary to everybody. Johnny was saying earlier on, you need to make sure you get there early.
Yeah, so get there early, because if you get there late, you don't seem like we've seen other people's breakfasts, and we were there like the last people to be served, weren't we?
Yeah, we got there half an hour before it changed.
Was nice, but they didn't seem to have the fresh toast. It was pretty.
Yeah, it took them a while. Actually, I think it was less than that. I think it was like 5 minutes before it was meant to change over, and we had to double check if we could actually do it.
My fish.
And we could do it. It was just very. There was slow service, funnily enough. It took them a while to take our order. It took them a while to get anything to us. So I had to make the table up. Also, it had just been raining, so we were outside, and all the other tables were soaking wet, and we found one that was dry. It was lovely breakfast, though. Don't get me wrong. We'd go and do it again.
And we'll definitely try it for an evening meal.
Yes, we'll have to pay, because it's
Speciality,
chargeable.
yeah.
It's speciality in the evening meals. We need to go and do that one time. But yeah, we do like Johnny Rockets, and if you're on the drinks package, is it the refreshments or just the alcoholic?
The deluxe
drinks package, you get
it on the refreshment as well.
That's what I'm not sure. But definitely on the ultimate, because that's what we get normally, because we're alcoholics. You get free milkshakes included, which are beautiful. They're milkshakes. Johnny Rockets. Oh. So moving on from Johnny Rockets then, we're going to go to speciality dining. We only did the one speciality dining on this one, because we've done
chops.
We've done chops for the key breakfast, haven't we? We've done lunch. We need to do a proper evening at chops. Do they have 150 Central Park on this one?
Yes, they do.
They did? We didn't do it.
Got rid of Wonderland.
Got rid of Wonderland. That's now Giovanni's in the same place, which does look nice. We've done Giovanni's. We know the menu. We've done it twice. We might do it another time. It just seemed a lot just for a new venue, which didn't seem much to us. We don't like teppanyaki, as in we don't eat seafood, so it's pointless us going to that because it's prawns and fish.
But they had introduced Azumi in the park.
Yes, which we went to the window for bubble waffles, which are brilliant inventions. They're like a bubbly waffle, and they got ice cream and syrup in the middle of them. You liked your one, didn't you?
I did. And actually, I found out recently, if you're on the unlimited dining plan, the payable one, you can actually get Azumi in the park. You get $10 credit.
Oh, that's
so
good.
that would actually pay for a bubble cone. And obviously, being unlimited, you don't have to worry about how many times you use it. If you're on like a 5-night or a 3-night package, you get that 10 credit.
You get that tenner credit.
You get that tenner credit, and that's, you wouldn't waste one of your meal credits on a tenner. But if you're on the unlimited, it's really worth it.
So that's tenner a day, or tenner each time you go to it?
Every time, and on the unlimited, you get tenner's credit at Azumi in the park.
Good.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I didn't, but I've been doing some homework.
But the bubble waffles were amazing. The only problem we had is they melted too quickly because it was fresh, hot bubble waffles. So it was dripping down it. We were also in a hot climate. Everything was warm. Nala's barking again. We're just going to have to keep going with Nala's barking. So, next we're going to move on to, I don't think there was any, mason jar. Why can I not say my S's recently?
Mason jar.
Mason jar. We didn't go into either this time, even though we said we would. Purely because we had so much to do.
And it was rammed.
Yeah, it's always rammed in there.
All the
Always
time.
rammed.
And it's not rammed with people eating. This is what...
No, the bar is always crazy busy, watching a singer, and just people drinking and in there. There's not enough seats in there, I find.
It's rocking chairs.
There's rocking chairs, a few high stools. There's no low tables and chairs to sit on.
Pina colada. It's not really.
It's not, it's tropical. So, we're going to move on to the one Johnny wants to speak about, because we love this one, was...
The Royal Railway.
Royal Railway. So the experience starts...
It's an immersive dining experience.
It starts... Did we get this a day of?
No, day before.
Day before, we got this in our cabin. If Johnny finds it. Yeah, it's that one. Which is an invitation to go onto the Royal Railway, I believe. No, it's not. That's my telegram.
That's the invitation.
That's something else. There's the... No. Yeah, that's the invitation.
Yeah, that's the invitation.
That's the invitation. It's because it's on the same one.
But then you got the invitation and your tickets.
Yes. You get the invitation there, which tells you a bit about it, and then you get your tickets as well. Go and put them straight up to the camera. Close you can get.
Ooh, I can't see.
There we go. Which then does that, and it's also got a few terms and conditions on the back as well.
As you can see, we got everything.
So it tells you need to be there. It tells you when the doors are going to open. It tells you when
seat numbers, tickets, proper train tickets they are.
And we also had a man on the phone tell us it was a chief engineer from the train.
He didn't say like
no, phoning us up to tell us we need to get on the train soon. So that is where the experience started, which was absolutely amazing. Then we went down to the train station that evening. You have the clicker board, which had your name and your seat number on it, which was brilliant. You then go to the station. We got a little bottle of moonshine, which was absolutely beautiful, I thought. Did you like your moonshine?
I remember. Yes, Nick.
The drinks were strong on there. You have a bit of the characters walking through, getting everything ready for the train, and then when they're ready, you get seated on the train. You then get given your map and your menu. So you get all the rules and regulations of the Royal Railway.
They told us we could take this, by the way.
Yes, you're allowed to take
we didn't just
stuff.
steal it.
You've got a full-on map there of where you're going, so you can follow the train's journey. It was a bit hard to follow the train's journey because it doesn't announce where you are. You just had to kind of figure out, oh, we've gone through a tunnel, so it must be roughly here. oh, we've gone
Yeah,
past
I'm looking at it.
cows, so it must be here.
You had to have the map open.
It was the thing with this experience was no stopping to chill. It was constantly going,
Constantly eating.
constantly drinking. Because what happens? You go and sit down. You get your menu. The blinds are all down so you can't see it. You order your food. You order your drinks, and then it starts. Then the conductor comes in, checks all your tickets, does everything like that. Now with this, you weren't meant to film on it. I may have done some sneaky filming that you saw, and you were allowed to take pictures, but you weren't meant to take filming. So there's only little snippets of it.
Which has changed since it originally started.
Yes, before you could film it all. Even though they didn't film those bits of it that we didn't know because it wasn't filmed. It's been very clever, and we didn't film it either. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. But while you're not eating, something is going on.
And while you are eating.
And while you're eating, yeah. And the thing is, if you didn't eat in time, and it was time to get cleared and for the next course, that food was gone. We felt we had enough time, because you struggle to eat fast, don't you? And you had enough time to eat everything.
Yeah, you've got to be really, depending on the speed you eat, you've got to be really picky on what you order. There is, I mean, Scott will put a screenshot now probably of the menu, yeah?
Yeah, I'll do that stuff now.
So when you choose your menu, just make sure that you choose things that you can eat, not quickly, but within your limits. So I went for things that were easy enough to eat, rather than big things and everything like that.
Because a lot of it does happen while you're eating, so you try to pay attention to what's happening, but you need to eat at the same time.
And there really wasn't enough of the bread cart. So
we loved that bit, didn't we?
Just enjoy the bread cart. Don't worry about anything else, because some of the bread carts were...
Because we thought, we're not going to fill up on breads, but actually, sod it. Fill up on bread, enjoy the meal as it goes, and the drinks, actually, I had to change out my drink, didn't I? But thankfully, because we're on the drinks package, was it all included in there?
Yeah.
So I got to change my drink, because the drink I ordered, I actually didn't like. But you wanted to nick the glasses, didn't you?
Yes.
The glass had a bullet hole in it. He didn't. I didn't let him. But the drinks were even immersive. They're brilliant. They got bullets in them and all sorts. Very, very strong drinks. But the food on there was top
They were mainly
notch.
whiskey based and things like that, which you were not a
whiskey
fan
and
of.
bourbon.
I am.
I'm not a major fan of that. So, but the food on there was top notch. Didn't have a complaint about a single bit of food.
No, we didn't. A lot of people did, because they didn't believe the experience was worth the money for the level of food. However, we are going to contradict that and say the experience far outweighs the food, and it's well worth it.
What you got to remember, you're paying for the actors, because there's not just the waiter staff. There's the acting staff. There's the technicians, because someone's controlling that train. There's so many things going on in that one little cart. The price is worth the experience. What did we pay for it? I can't remember.
We paid $119
together
each.
Oh yes, I remember now, because I didn't want to go for the price.
Told me off.
Yes, because I said it wasn't worth the price. You see, now I've just said all that. I do think it is a little steep, but it is worth it.
But again, if you're on the unlimited dining package, you could pay an upcharge of only $50.
Oh.
Then it's worth it.
Definitely worth it then.
So actually, when you think about it, we're only paying $50 difference to those that are on a dining package. So it's not bad.
And I think the prices do fluctuate, come up and down. But I would recommend it when they bring out the new ones, because they're meant to be doing like a Japanese wine tour. No.
Not Japanese wine tour. Japanese gardens.
Japanese gardens.
And Italian wine vineyards.
Oh, there we go. They got new ones coming out soon. I would go on it again to do them. Maybe not the wine one, because I'm not a wine man.
As you can tell, he's not a wine man, because Japanese wine is sake.
Are you being sarky with me? But yes, I would go and do it again. Just cause...
Because
of the wonderful things they do. There was so much we missed. It's like halfway through. Get them a telegram, actually. The person comes on, and They read out telegrams. I got a telegram. It says, "Dear Scott, while it hurts more than I can bear, I understand that you have to follow your dream. That to love you is to let you go. I suppose that what I get for falling for a rodeo clown. Sincerely, Pat." Is that actually the right seat number? No, it's not. Right, seat number. But these were read out all throughout the train journey for different people, and it's brilliant. There was only like 5 wrote out, and it was quite a fun experience. But again, it's all immersive. It's like there's one about don't order the fart and dart, because fart and dart is a tin of beans and bread, and I had that for my starter, and that was absolutely amazing. The tin was so well themed as well. What did you gasp about? Wanted to say?
I just want to say, please make sure you go to the toilets before you board the train.
Yes, because you had to leave to go to the toilet, didn't you? And quite a lot of people did at the same time. Did it ruin the experience for you? The immersivity?
Yes.
Because you have to go out. There's no toilets for the train.
No.
You have to go and use the general ones. You have to get off the train, walk around the station, you go, oh, well, we haven't actually moved. I know we haven't moved really, but
they do it quite cleverly. So when you go off the train, you go off through the door, and you don't go off to the station. The station doors are closed.
Oh, are they?
So yes, you go off the bit that they're on, kind of thing, at the back of the train, and then you go through that way. So this is what happened with me anyway. All you're then seeing is getting off the train, a corridor, and then you're back on the ship, and then you come back on that way. So you don't feel like you haven't left the station.
Oh yeah, because I guess when we left the train, there wasn't a station.
No,
it wasn't. It was just a door. It was just the way off. So, but it does kind of not ruin it, but yeah, you kind of lose a bit. Quite a lot of people went to the toilet at the same time, so don't be afraid to go to the toilet.
You just wish there was a toilet in one,
yeah, in that area,
linked in that element, which I suppose they could do, but they couldn't do at the same. I don't know.
But we really did enjoy that experience, as you can tell.
Yeah. Well worth the money.
Yes.
And actually, based on that experience, we are thinking of doing more speciality immersive experiences. Because, we've put off not doing things like Empire Supper Club and things like that because we didn't think we'd enjoy it. However, if we ever end up going on another sort of, Oasis class or Icon class ship in the near future, then, we might have to do it.
I'm laughing because he booked a new one 2 days ago. We'll talk about that at the end. So, we're going to move away from food now, unless you've got anything else to say about food.
No.
I think we've covered it all. Drinks.
Lots of
Pesky
drinks. Parrot!
Yes. So, this was why we got the Ultimate Drinks package for this cruise. We weren't going to at first, but then it dropped down, and then we realised there is quite a few drinks we want to try on there. The Pesky Parrot has taken over the Barneck Bar, and it is such a good replacement. We had, every time, the peanut butter pina colada.
Well, I had loads of different ones as well, but that was my favourite.
That was our favourite one, was the peanut butter colada.
Frozen pina colada.
Frozen peanut butter pina colada. We went there almost every night to go and get a drink.
Yeah, the girl actually made us try lots of different things, didn't she?
Yes.
And just kept bringing going, try this one! Try this one!
Because this is what you find when you go back to somewhere again and again, especially when it's night after night. You get to make friends. Like on Icon, we made friends with the shop assistant, so I was always buying things with Louisa. With this one, we had this bar staff, the waitress, the bar woman person thing. She was brilliant. We'd turn up and she'd say hello, she'd cheer us. She laughed us. She loved the way we spoke because we're British. We were teaching her British words and lingo, like governor and water. She liked the way I said water. So she was wetting herself at our accent and we were wetting ourselves at her.
A Chinese person trying to do our accent.
Yes,
or a
Filipino was brilliant. It was hysterical. So we were teaching I was teaching her random words that were English.
What are governor?
But that's the kind of things you do, and because of that we went back to that bar every night, and if we'd been paying, I probably would have gone back to that bar every night to pay.
Yeah, I would have.
To go and see her and to have that drink every night. Just
definitely a massive addition to an Oasis class.
Yes, 100%. They've got a little seating area outside, which is a bit pointless and no one realises, because you've got the Pesky Parrot here, say, you then got the outside promenade, and then just over there is a whole seating area where it's got all parrots in the ceiling, but you don't realise you just think it's a random seating outside, and actually you don't get the waiter service if you go there. Where everyone inside was getting the bar service to the tables, I sat outside for a good 20 minutes once, no one came up to me. And I could see the bar, there was people ready to be
Well, you were sat on the promenade, don't forget. You were inside the bar.
But this is the thing, that's what I'm saying. That seating area is the pesky Paris.
Yeah.
But they weren't coming out there to get table service. You had to be in the bar.
Yeah.
Which is fine, absolutely fine. And also that seating area got taken over by the photographers almost every night as well.
Yeah. Because it was right by the staircase, underneath the staircase.
So, swings and roundabout, but we did love the bar itself. And the back wall changes with the time of day. So in the morning it was nice and sunny and bright, in the evening it was darker. Oh my god. You had turtles turning up on the beach.
It was a TV screen.
Well, yes, but it was still good how it went to the time of day it was. Yeah. It could have been a random TV screen, it just randomly changed.
I thought it just changed during the course. I don't think it changed. It
went to the time of day it was.
Oh, did it? I thought it changed as in...
No.
I thought...
No, it wasn't like on a time loop.
That's what I thought it was. That's why I was
no.
It was just a TV screen.
It went from the time of day you were on.
Okay.
I don't know if it did weather outside, but it definitely did.
Pigs swimming, that's all I know.
Yeah, it definitely did. From morning to night, a proper progression.
Oh, I didn't
throughout the night.
I thought it changed like on a loop.
No. Right, that's all the food I think we need to do.
That was drinks. But,
Oh, that was drinks, wasn't it? Yeah, because we haven't got really... All the other bars are normal to us. There wasn't really...
You've got your staple ones, haven't you? Like
Yeah.
your schooner bar. You've got your...
Cantina Fresca now on there.
Yeah, you've got your...
Lime and coconut.
Which is amazing. If you haven't ever had a lime and coconut. You've got, what's it called? The...
Boleros?
English pub.
Oh, English pub.
You've got Boleros. Boleros was quite light and airy, wasn't it? It wasn't red like normal.
I can't remember this Boleros.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Opposite kind of thing.
Oh no, the light and airy one you're thinking of is an Icon.
Was it?
Yeah.
Might have been. But I mean, it's gone. The staples are there, really.
Karaoke bars there.
Yeah. Spotlights,
It's still good. It's still very, very good. Right, we're going to move on to... You want to talk about shopping, don't you, for this one? Only because of Effie. The Effie shop.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Sorry.
Normally we do normal shopping on there. We go to the logo shop. This logo shop, I can't remember what this logo shop was.
Yeah, it was right by it. It was connected to Effie, wasn't it, almost? On
yeah. Yes.
Strip.
There wasn't a lot in there.
There was a few bits of merch. I got some bits, didn't I?
It's moved from where it used to be on the old Oasis class. It was right down the bottom, isn't it? It's now in the middle.
Yeah.
Down a bit. Still good.
The thing I liked was the fact that they have put the royal bling into Effie jewellery. So, I don't know if Effie jewellery is on every cruise ship without, like, it's a staple. But the Effie designed the royal bling merchandise. Now, as you would, if you've been on an Icon class ship, they've got its own shop. It's a really big thing for Icon of the Seas or Icon class ships, because there might be more by the time this video comes out. But you almost felt that you couldn't afford to look at the royal bling.
Yes, you walked in and it was all behind glass and all hoity-toity. You even asked for the price, and what was the response?
A lot of money.
Why say that? Whereas in the Effie shop on Utopia,
they put it all on me.
So we just walked past and I happened to notice they were doing a jewellery show, and I was like, well, that looks like the royal bling. Because I think I'd read it on the actual...
I was going to collect your free bracelets.
Oh, yes, really? That was it.
Yeah.
It was a free bracelet thing. We thought, we'll go and give it a try. So we walked past, we noticed it was the royal bling. And it was all going off, it was a big party, and it was absolutely amazing. I thought, would you go and wander in and have a look? Because you wanted to see about royal bling stuff anyway, to see how much it actually was, to see if you could afford, like, the bracelet or something, didn't you?
I'm yawning.
Oh, so what are you doing? And Niall's barking. So, we just went in to see. And actually, they ended up putting the royal bling on Johnny. I'll put the picture in here. As you can see, he enjoyed wearing the royal bling on the royal bling throne. Oh my god, I can't speak.
Throne.
Royal bling throne. And actually, the woman who was the shopping expert was so lovely and great. And actually, top tip, watch on your embarkation day, or even go to the shopping and excursion experience talk, because we got a little bit of it at the beginning, but we couldn't stop because we were that busy. So when we were on our downtime, we watched it on the TV. And she did a thing where if you saw her and you said a certain phrase, well, I can't remember what her name was, but you said so-and-so, I love diamonds, she would give you a £200 off Effie gift card. Now, we talked about the royal bling, saying how we loved it, saying how she was so much more welcoming. She was talking to us, she had the time to explain things to us, and was very lovely. And I wish I remembered her name. But we then said to her this phrase. She went, "What are you saying to me?" I went, "You said it on the excursion thing. We had to say this phrase." And she went, "Oh my God, nobody has ever said that to me yet." And she'd been waiting for someone to say it to her, and she ran and got some vouchers for us. And we actually got 2 vouchers. Unfortunately, we didn't use them. So she didn't lose that, but we still had a great time of experiencing it.
There was you had to spend something like I think it was
it 700 quid?
£700
yes,
to get
or dollars
to get the money off.
Get 200 off,
which still was pretty. You know, if you're buying it, really good. 700 quid to get 500. Pay 500. Really, really good. But we couldn't afford to do that, even if we wanted to.
So shopping experience for us, that made a shopping experience. And again, that links into staff with Royal Caribbean. The staff for Royal Caribbean normally are so friendly. They want to help you, they want to talk to you, they want to serve you, like the woman in the bar, like the shop person now. Because actually, when we got to speak to them, the whole of the shop team were then speaking to us for the jewellery people, and we were loving it. They were trying to put all sorts of jewellery on us. Yes, they were trying to sell, but there was no hard sell. It was, try this on, see if you like it, see what you think. And we looked at the price and went, no, and okay, let's try something else.
Yeah, I mean, they did, when I was trying on the big bling, wasn't it?
Yes.
They came up with another set of bling because I said it was too much. And you went, this is more your thing. And it wasn't expensive.
No.
It just wasn't something I'd wear enough to warrant.
They listened to you though, didn't they?
Yeah.
They heard you say, I prefer this. And you went, okay, this is more like what you're saying. And we're like, it is. But actually when you put it on, you're like, ugh.
No, it was it was gold, wasn't it?
Yes, that was the problem with it. So staff as a whole, we love the staff from Royal Caribbean anyway, because they are lovely people. Like our cabin steward, we only saw him occasionally, bless him, because every time he came to say hello to me, I was getting changed. So, so we're going to move on now to entertainment. Entertainment. This ship is classified as the ultimate weekend. So on the floor,
the world's biggest weekend.
World's biggest weekend. You used to look at the flag that we got up on the wall up there. So to start off with, you had the biggest pool party, which was quite cool because I had all the staff come around with flags and.
I've got flags.
Not them kind of flags. They had massive big flags. There was some DJ going on. It gave us Virgin Voyages vibes, where you had the party crew, and you didn't see them do anything else but dance. They had champagne guns. They had everything going on. It was good to watch.
They had iced tea, but alcoholic.
Oh yes, you found that, didn't you? The hard tea it was called. Hard tea. It did take a while for us to sail out of Port Canaveral that time, I must say, because we got bored waiting, didn't we? And it was getting late, and we had too much to do. So then we went back to the room, and in the rooms there's a entertainment programming thing. It had all the crew's names in it, as in the people that were in the cast. It told you a bit about all these shows, if I remember.
Can't remember.
It told you all the parties, he's an idiot. He may have taken it. Shh. So,
if I recall, it looked a little bit like this.
He took the sticker off. I said, do not remove from the room. Shh. So it told you about all the toga parties.
We've got it.
I'm just going to read it. It was this. Tells you, oh look, it's got a nice big picture at the back of all the crew, all the cast on there. It told you about the parties, the dance party, the royal
Cup of chai.
Plunge, sail away party, one hit wonders, crazy quest.
They didn't have a balloon drop though, which I was quite upset about.
No, I know. They've got who everything was written by, who everything was and was playing. So the shows we had as well, you had, there's all the people there. Vice President of Entertainment. Oh, we didn't realise it was
new one, isn't it? Because
yes.
obviously he's left, Mr. Weir.
Even though he's still doing things for him. It's very confusing. So you had all in. Now all these shows, we got to say, there was no storyline to anything. Which was okay for us, because we appreciated the dancing and the shows and everything like that. But we had a few people say they didn't like it because
very vague, wasn't it?
It was the all in was good because there was a kind of theme. It started in the 80s. You had the masquerade party. It was all eras of dance really, and what they did. You then went to Aqua 82. Aqua 2, Aqua. Hang on, what's it called?
Yeah.
I'll look in the Forbidden Book. Aqua 82. Amazing. We say this every time. Every time we watch a Aqua show, we say, this is the best Aqua show. And that's because we're watching the newest ones and they are upping them every time. Stop trying to put a peg on the back of my head. This show was immense. I enjoyed it. Johnny enjoyed it. I got the peg. Stop trying to get more pegs. Did you enjoy the Aqua 82?
Yes. It was very watery and very aquarine. And very 80s.
The one we struggled with a little bit was the ice show, Utopia. It was all meant to be about euphoria and what makes you happy, and
Show did not make me happy.
it was very random. It was a good show. The skaters were brilliant.
The skaters were brilliant.
Some of the stunts they did were phenomenal. And
Juggling, sort of like, not juggle.
he was the table dancer man on the chairs. It just all was a bit weird. They needed more cohesiveness to flow through it.
It's good.
It was we're not saying any of the shows are bad. All the shows were great. The concepts are a bit random.
When I go and watch a show, right, you either want to go and watch a show to watch it, or you want to go and watch a show to understand it. If you want a story, don't go and watch it.
No.
If you want to go and not have to think, don't go and watch it, because you have to think.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to each bit and figure out what's going on, because it's a new story every time. I think the only thing that linked it was the girl and the boy duo every time, wasn't it?
Don't even think that really linked it.
Until halfway through,
it was just two dancers that danced all the way through.
It was, yeah.
There was no link
No.
to the story. I get the theme was there, very sporadically and very vaguely, because it was, euphoric moments, celebratory moments.
Like
absolutely. But just
No.
you got to think about, what's that? Why? How's that relevant? How's that relevant? That was all really, wasn't it?
Yeah. The Laser Quest was good in that one as well. I'm just thinking of entertainment stuff now. We had the Effectors Homecoming Parade. Now that was good. Because normally the parade is exactly the same. It's that. And that. Something like that. Normally it's the exact same Ships Away, Ships Ahoy, Chocks Ahoy, whatever it is, parade. And it's always all the casts normally.
Chocks Ahoy!
Chocks Ahoy.
You sound so British.
Chips Ahoy.
Chocks Ahoy!
Chocks Ahoy. Chocks Ahoy. But this one was the entertainment's cast. It was live singers. It was like the proper dancers. Unlike, it's normally the sports people and some of the waiters, because they do their...
They were in it as well.
Blooming best. No, this was all purely entertainment stuff.
Yeah, but no, there were people that were in the show were for the parade, the Effectors Parade. It was only the singers and dancers. There were other members from other teams in it as well.
Oh, was there?
Yeah, by the looks of the what they said about.
I'm trying to find the cast list, but anyway,
There's no
I
cast
thought it was
list,
just.
So then you've got all the other.
I thought it was just the actual.
So just got the singers and dancers.
Okay. I thought it was just the entertainment people, but I may be wrong then. But normally you can blatantly see these people normally don't dance, don't perform. They wanted to because it was fun. Where this one was top notch. We just about got back in time for it, didn't we? Because we were at Bahama. So we did enjoy that parade immensely, and we got flags, and it was good fun.
Yeah. Indeed.
So I think that's it for the entertainment. I can't think of anything else we need to talk about. I'm not even going to bother talk about the pools, because the pools, A, we didn't really use, apart from the first day, and B, we've done them before in Wonder.
Yeah, I think also just because it is a 4-day weekender, they were constantly really packed.
Yeah, there was no space.
People were there to be at the pool. We're not really...
The most pools we did was at Perfect Day. Because Nassau we had Bahama.
You know, we did pools on the perfect day. We didn't do pools really around the pool that day.
No. So, yeah, we don't sit around the pool that often, especially when it's that short a time. We had to do everything. We kept ourselves busy. Because we didn't even do the water slides.
No, we didn't. I I really wanted to because they've got a glass bit, haven't they? But
The glass bowl bit. So kind of keeping on to that though, Ultimate Abyss. They've made a big hype about this, and it didn't quite live up to the hype.
So for those that don't know, the Ultimate Abyss is the dry slide that goes from the top sort of pool deck area, deck 16, all the way down to deck
10.
8.
9 or 10.
Royal Promenade, it must be...
Is 8. 9 is the next one, which is on. So deck 16 to deck 9.
Okay, so it's further down than that, but anyway, it might not be. But that is the dry slide. Over to you.
So on this one, they have an extra. It's now done as the longest dry slide at slide at 6. It used to be the tallest. It's now the longest because they've added on a little tubey bit that's got a bit of glass in it, and it's meant to have the glass bottom at the side. The glass bottom I never saw really because you go too quickly round.
I saw a little glimpse.
And the glass slide bit, you went too quickly because they got go fast rollers in it. It was a good slide. My one didn't have as many effects as your one did. Your one, you said yours was totally going. My one didn't really do a lot. So I think I had a duff slide. But it was still good. It was still something I experienced. I don't really do it. And I would have actually done it again if we had more time.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. The queue was really long for it in comparison.
And actually we went there when it was stormy. So the queue, we had to wait.
They closed the queue,
yeah,
didn't they?
They closed it. We had to wait and make sure they were going to reopen it. And we were the first people down it again. But it was still good. You had the zip line as normal, you had the tennis courts, basketball courts as normal, table tennis.
Got climbing wall.
Got flow rider.
Mini golf.
Which we preferred because the balls were heavier, again.
Like heavy balls.
The playscape for the kids was bigger and better on this one. And that was it. But yeah, everything was standard. And we're used to it. On this one,
yeah,
it was the same.
Oasis class have definitely, even though they keep making improvements, Oasis class is definitely the class of ship that is to be rivalled yet, in our opinion.
Yes.
It's just the ease around it. I know people moan about the flow and things like that, but because if you know it, you know it.
It's so, yeah, we find it so easy to get around.
And compared to like ships like P&O's Iona, which are just not easy to get around.
That's not conducive.
You know, the Oasis class ships are pretty good in that respect.
So I think we'll go to general roundup. Yeah. We enjoy Oasis class ships, so we'll always give it a good rating.
We love.
I give Utopia probably a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10, easy.
For everything, because it's easy to get around, it's so nice to use in the flow. It's just a cracking ship.
And also, we can't, and this is going to sound really, really sort of like negative against what we're saying, but 4 days, it's very difficult to find something you don't like. When you've done 7 days, it's repetitive, or food's not as good that day as it was the other day, then you sort of find things to sort of criticise.
So. Yeah.
We didn't do one thing twice.
No, we couldn't.
Because there wasn't enough time.
There wasn't enough time.
So it was purely everything we did was topping each other, topping it, because there was just nothing.
Yeah, because we only did golf once, didn't we?
Yeah, me golf once.
Yeah, you are right. We only did
The only thing pesky parrot was anything.
The bars, because actually we did spotlight karaoke a few times, because not for the karaoke but for the quizzes and the game show.
Yeah, they were different things though, different activities. Yes. Yeah,
but yeah, it was a grand old trip. I would 100% recommend going on a grand old trip.
How old are you? We had a grand old time on this ship.
We didn't hit high
and all that spinning.
We would recommend Utopia of the Seas to go on. It would be better when we did the 4-day break rather than the 3-day. Perfect time.
How people do it in 3 days, not beyond me.
Wish they did a week's worth, because it would have been a lot better. But that is that. I think that's left for us to round up.
Yeah, I do. Really.
So this is the last in our series for a while for videos. Is that what you were going to say?
No.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, I don't know.
I don't know. We enjoyed Utopia of the Seas. We had a great time on there. We won't possibly see us for a few months now, because the next thing we're going to do, this is currently February we're doing this in, and we're
doing a little UK break sort of.
We've got Butlins break. We might do a quick roundup of that. But the next thing we got is in May,
Independence of the Seas,
which we're doing how long is it? 14, 12?
12 night
12 night Canary
cruise.
This is our problem. We got too many cruises booked. I can't remember.
It's the
what we're
first
doing.
cruise when India's come back to the UK.
Yes, she's doing a transatlantic over, and then she's going from the UK, and we're on the very first one of that. So we are looking forward to Independence of the Seas, because again, it's a smaller ship than we're used to, but I think we're going to love it.
And we're doing it slightly different. So we tried to do different things for you guys. So we did the biggest family one with Icon. We did the biggest weekender with Utopia. Now we're going on a Southampton family Royal Caribbean. We've never done a Southampton-based Royal Caribbean. It's always been from overseas.
No, that's true.
And we're not going to do the drinks package.
No, we're doing the refreshment package, aren't we?
We're going to try something different for that. We're going to try and do some different things in respect, so you just get an over, what can you get away with doing without spending extra money. It was a pretty good price to go on to Independence, but we'll go into that when we go on to the Independence thing. So
this year we've got 3 cruises booked for this year. We've got Independence, we've got a 3-day break on Fantasy of the Seas, Disney's Fantasy, which we're using our DVC points for that. Again, we'll go into more of that one. At the end of the year, we're going on Sky Princess, our first Princess cruise as well. 2 new. We've never been on Disney. We've never been on Princess. Is it Princess or Sky? Princess cruises. So that's 2 new things to give you guys a try with.
And they're all quite long, apart from the Disney. They're all long cruises.
Because Princess is another 14-night one, isn't it?
Which is the longest we've ever done.
And we're taking Johnny's parents with us on that one. And then Johnny's already started planning next year's cruises.
But we're not going to talk about that yet.
Are we not? Okay.
It'd be wrong.
Let's just say it's going to be legendary. We'll leave it at that. So, that's it from us. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button at the top. Hit the subscribe button. It might be the other way around. Anyway, it might be subscribe at the top and like at the bottom. I'm still trying to get it out of my face. All that is left for us to say is safe travels.
Thank you for being a friend.
Bye.
Cheerio. If you're on the unlimited dining plan, the payout.